Hey everyone, welcome to Black Myth Wukong. So, this game's been up for a little while now. Had a couple of patches, not major updates or anything like that, but still a couple of patches. This walkthrough, I'll be taking you through where to get all the items and the curios, things like that. I won't be collecting all of them because a lot of the drop rates are just a pain in the butt, but I'll be showing you where to get things and stuff. Also, I won't be going into the first fight. So as soon as you click New Journey, you're going to have a tutorial fight. There's no health bar on you or anything like that, so I'll be editing that out straight away. Also, not a platinum walkthrough because this takes a minimum of 2 playthroughs, mainly for all the armor and the weapons. But I will be taking you through as much as what I can in one playthrough, getting all the bosses, that sort of thing. So you should have basic combat down by now. What you'll see on the right hand side is portraits updated. Things that we'll be doing throughout this walkthrough is updating all of these throughout all the chapters. This is completely doable, but very missable as well. So you have lesser Yoguais, which are just your basic enemies. You have mini bosses, if we can do this, Yoguai chiefs, Yoguai kings, and characters. Those will all be filled out. We'll go through things at the end of chapter just to make sure that we're up to date with things. Inventory, pretty self-explanatory. Equipment, this is where you have your armor, your weapons, which you only have one staff, but you can swap through about 3 different ones at a time. These things here, that is highlighted next to the staff, these are more unique items. I think there's 4 throughout the game. Alright, you have curios down here, 1 and 2. These are little boosts to your stats and all that sort of thing. You've got your gourd down here, and offhand items. We'll go into that a little bit later. Self-advance is obviously your leveling up system. Again, we'll go into that a bit later. For the moment, we're just going to progress ahead. I won't touch too much on game mechanics unless it's really necessary, but we do want to try and kill as many enemies as we can. Just pretty much what we see is what we're going to kill. Alright, so coming over here, we have a tutorial message. This is talking about the heavy attack. So the best way I find is to get up close, hold it down and then release. As we go further and progress, probably within the next couple of episodes, we're going to unlock a skill where we can actually charge our skill point meter, which is just down the bottom right hand corner, as we run. So running and charging, that's going to be probably our biggest mechanic throughout the game. Otherwise, just come over here, kill this dude. Alright, as for cinematics, I will be trying to edit out as much as possible just to keep these as short as possible. It is a decent sized game. From there we got a stone spirit and a tiny piece of gold. We can sell the gold. I don't really know what the stone spirit's about, but that is fine.
Good luck to you.
These right here are our shrines. What we just got, the incense trail talisman. I would recommend putting that on your offhand items. Alright, just makes things easier. Pretty much it doesn't use any of your experience you've earned or anything like that, like Souls games do. Not the Souls game, but that's a different argument altogether. If you want to use any offhand items, hold down your R2 button. You can select it with the D-pad over there, but this is mainly going to be used for magic and stuff like that. Again, something we'll get into later. Alright, resting resets all the enemies, gives you health back, resets your gourd, which is your healing, which is absolutely fine. Travel, self-explanatory. Trailblazer's gift. Now, all this stuff here, I'm not going to use any of it because it's DLC. It doesn't come with the main game. If you do have it, I would suggest using it because the amount of extra will that it gets you, which is your experience, totally cool. Plus the gourd that it gives you can just be that little extra bit of help that you need at this point in time. The Trailblazer's Scarlet Gourd. does not go towards a trophy, so you don't need to worry about that too much. Either click the left stick to run or hold R1 to run. One cool little mechanic that will save you a bit of time and energy is jump and press square. So it's a light attack, alright, but we'll do a light and then a heavy. Really good attack. It does use your focus points all up though, so do be careful of that. We're going to come across this bridge here. Take on this little dude. We have a guy to our left. Nice, and we got a spark. So these are skill points. Generally, I collect like 3 or 4 and then just dump them all into my skill tree at once. You come across them very, very quickly. Over here, this is our first plant. These things respawn every half hour in real time. So you can move your clock forward if you're farming this kind of crap. I wouldn't bother, there's so much other stuff to do. Certain ones of these give us curios. So not the mushroom, but like... Oh, I feel like we would have picked this up through DLC. I'm not going to use that. Actually, you know what? We will use this one. Just this one. Yeah, and that's it. That's fine. Cool. Yeah, so certain plants sometimes give you curios. We'll go through those at the time. There's one in this level, I believe. So anyways, you want to come straight over here to this giant rock. We're going to take a left. There's another plant up here. Gentian. Alright, and we're going to run towards the river for a little interaction with this guy. Alright, so he will pop up now and then. He has things called skandhas. There's 5, I believe. 1 in every chapter, besides chapter 6. So, yeah, we'll be going through those, collecting all those. That'll unlock a boss fight in the last chapter. Got a mushroom over here. We're just going to follow the riverbed from its right-hand side. There's 2 enemies around the corner here. Alright, we have a gentian. I don't know if that's how I pronounce it. I'm so sorry. It could be gentian for all I know. In the river we have a frog enemy. Now, these guys are weak, but once you kill them, they explode. So, get rid of the health bar and then dodge back. Coming up, we have a bit more of a strong enemy. Easy later on, but he's difficult at this low level. Alright, I'm going to run up behind him, do a charged heavy. This is where your perfect dodge mechanic's probably going to come in handy. Yeah, if he starts attacking, just go towards him. There we go. Alright, L1 to use your gourd to heal. Over to our right hand side we have, I call them will-o-wisps. I think that's what they are. At the moment they'll give us bugger all will, which will go towards like our currency and things like that. Once we upgrade our gourd, which is very shortly, probably within the next few episodes, it'll start giving us will in the like 300 or 400s rather than just 36 or 34. Alright, we have some mushrooms over there. We're going to follow the river all the way back for a cutscene. Oh, okay, this particular thing here, the Jade Lotus. You want to pick up as many of those as you can. That will drop a curio for you. Just focus on those. There's a really good farming spot coming up. I'll probably cover it by the end of the episode. I missed so many plants. That is fine. But yeah, plants are always good. There's a trophy for collecting all the seeds as you can. So seeds are random drops, but also the curios are random drops as well. So farming these sorts of things is not a bad idea if you're going for trophies, that is. Anyway, so small cutscene. We're going to fight this guy, and then we're going to receive our first spell. So you want to get him about quarter health, I think, maybe halfway. Alright, the little message was telling me about stamina. So, stamina in this game works a little bit different. Once you're depleted, you can't do any finishing moves or anything like that, but you can still attack. Dodging is kind of hard with no stamina. And what we saw there was a perfect dodge.
The young boys these days know no manners. Fear not. Teach them a lesson with your new spell.
Alright, so hold R2, press square. Okay, this is a really good defensive and offensive spell, but use it more defensively over offensive. So it gives you a good amount of time to like use your gourd or charge up a charge heavy. Or if you just need to get those final hits in, it's great for that too. Alright, with him out of the way, this is talking about self-advancing in sparks. I've already gone through that. From here, we are going to take the right-hand side. There's a mushroom and an enemy. And we'll be spending some of those points shortly. Alright, couple frogs and another dude. Remember, these guys explode. I thought there was more than that, but that's fine. Nope, just two enemies. Jade Lotus. Excellent. Alright, and now we are just going to backtrack that little bit. Come over here, fight this guy. Just for the record, if you hear snoring in the background, it's my little dogs. I am sorry, but they cling to me like glue. Alright, we have some ginseng. Aged ginseng. Alright, and over here to our right we have a little temple. There are 3 meditation spots in this level. We'll be showing you each one. You'll know you haven't set it before because the first time you set it, it will give you a skill point. Pretty much easy money. You can bash through these if you want. Gives you a little bit of will, but not much. Golden ones of these give you upgrades to your gourd. There's one in this level. I think there's one in the next chapter. There's not many of them. Anyways, as you can see, these little golden things, this is directing us towards a shrine for a cutscene as well. That may happen after we leave. Alright. Let's go to the store. So you can buy certain things. I've seen a lot of people use builds where they use items and stuff like that. I don't particularly ever use these. Maybe towards the end, boss game and stuff like that. But we'll pick a lot of these up as we go, so I wouldn't worry too much. Yarn and a stone spirit. Okay, so these are crafting materials. If you are short a little bit on crafting something that you really want, you can come to the shop, see if they sell them. Each region's different. yarn is probably something that might be handy, but I'm not going to worry about that until I need it. You pick up enough as natural playthroughs as you can get anyway, so that's fine. And then we have a whole bunch of little plants. Again, not going to worry about that too much. Sell whatever you can, whenever you can, because there's no other use for it apart from selling it. As for self-advancing, we may as well go through the skill tree. Nope. Also, you reignite the sparks, so you can reset your levels or reset your skill points and just nominate them as you go, however you want, however often you want. There's no penalties for it or anything like that. Just do as you please. So the sad part about this is, like, this is a really cool mechanic. Unfortunately, right here, it's completely unnecessary. I've found no use for this whatsoever. And you cannot change back to it once you get out of it. So if you do want to have a little fly around, be my guest, but there is no point. So before we go ahead into this area, let's talk about these things. So you have, at the moment, Foundation, Staff Stances, and Mysticism. So that's Immobilize. That'll take you through different spells the more right you go. Unfortunately, we only have the one spell, so I'm not going to focus on the spells too much. For the most part, I would recommend going down to Foundation and going over to Stamina. Alright, moderately reduce your stamina cost for dodging is a great one. Also, initial dodge makes you more flexible. Hell yes. Alright. You can add a third point into this at the moment if you want. I will do that a bit later because I'd rather just get a few more things in my staff stances. The one thing we're looking up here is enable sprinting while charging, so that's under smash stance. And this is going to be our main stance that we use throughout the game. Thrust, I don't really use that often. In fact, if ever, I'd probably go the whole walkthrough without using it. Pillar stance has got its unique sort of niche areas, but I mean, experiment with them. If you play better with that, absolutely up to you. I would also heavy attack. The right hand side column of smash stance isn't as necessary, but I mean, it's gonna be our main thing, so we may as well get as much as we can into this as possible. These next levels will open up once we have 3 skill points in the smash stance. Not only that, if you look over to the left hand side where I am right now, it says 2 out of 3. Once we get 3 out of 3, that will unlock another focus point. As you go on, you can unlock 3 focus points and then an extra 4th one, which the 4th one behaves a bit differently. We'll talk about that at the time. For the moment, I'm going to work on just getting 3 focus points. So all of my points are going to go into my smash stance from here on out until we can get the 3 focus points. Pretty much just if you get a spark, long story short, chuck it into smash stance. Anyways, from here, we have 10 minutes. We can probably take out a boss. So, take out these guys, alright? That was rude. Alright, so first off we're going to go straight ahead. Alright, this dude's a bit more of a heavy hitter, so you just want to do a little combo. As soon as you see him raise his axe, just dodge to the left, and then again, combo. Right, there's a big walking baby over here. Now this is an optional boss, you can run past him, however I would recommend taking him out as soon as you can. We're going to take him out beginning of next episode, alright? He does disappear if you don't kill him. Come down here, grab the Jade Lotus. We are going to come to the left of this. There should be another Jade Lotus somewhere around here. Nope, I am imagining things. That's fine. Go back to the bridge. We're going to go back to where we saw the fork in the road. So just that little bit back here. Alright. Take the left. There are some mushrooms in this little alcove. We're going to follow the path upward. There's an enemy to our right, just praying at this little shrine. We'll take him out. Alright, over here by a chest, there's a unique enemy that's not going to respawn once we kill him. There's also an archer to our right hand side across that bridge that will start shooting at us, so if you really want, you can Just come in, smack him in the face, and then just bring him back here so that he's not a pain in the butt. Rude. Cool. We will grab the chest that he was guarding. And what we're going to do is we're going to approach this bridge. This is going to show us the technique with L2 where you can deflect arrows. Honestly, I never really use this that much because there are just better ways to do things. Anyways, take out the archer. And from here we're going to go back to where that chest was. Okay, come down. This whole path will loop around and connect, so we're going to go up. I think there's a plant. There is a plant. There's ginseng. Follow this down. Now we can go left for progression, or we can come right to loop back and connect up those two paths. I would recommend taking out these two over here so they don't get involved with the fight that we're about to encounter. Brilliant. I can see some Jade Lotus over here in the river, so we'll pick that up. And is there more? There is not, that's fine. Right, over here we are encountering our first plant monster. These guys can be overwhelming. They're just big sponges. Alright. Pick the plant. Just gonna take him with a charged heavy first, which didn't do a hell of a lot. I'm gonna freeze him. Probably gonna die because I don't have a lot of health right now. In fact, if we can, yeah, bait an attack, hit him like that. Nice. Portrait's updated. I'm just going to keep going till I die. I think that's only fair. Alright, we have one of these dudes up here. Easy as. It's this guy over here by the waterfall that can be a bit of a pain. Come over to the left, grab the Jade Lotus. So as you can probably tell, this is a really good spot for farming the Jade Lotus. If you can get the curio that drops, brilliant. Alright, take this guy out. Try to, possibly going to die. Eee, rude dude. Didn't kill me though. Nice. One more hit and I'm dead, so I do need to be careful. Alright, just looking around for more plants, that's fine. Okay, follow this back. We killed these two dudes that are normally here, so that is fine. Pick up the Jinshin. We're going to come to the left for Jade Lotus. Alright, again, go back to where we were. Follow the path. To our right just leads us back to the river. Straight ahead. If we go right, this should lead us to where we killed that archer, so that's fine. You'll see this is sort of looping back around and connecting. If we follow the torch, and then go left over here, we have a Jinshin. We have a couple of enemies in here. Oh, you bugger. That is fine, because right there's a plant, and then it's a boss fight. So I needed to go back to heal anyways. Other than that, that'd be the episode. So, whole bunch of plant farming. Because we killed all the enemies throughout there, we unlocked a few portraits as well, which is great. I'm just going to run straight back to where I died, and we'll continue on with the boss fight. Alright, remember, big heavy hitter dude. 1, 2, 3. Back. Nice. So to get back to where we were, you're going to come to the left of this giant rock. We'll just go straight ahead. That was that torch we followed before. Actually, I think that's fine. I want my mushrooms and I want my lotus plant, if there's one here. So, this is where we died. Mushroom. Oh, nope, it's a gentian. That's fine. Don't aggro the big baby just yet. What we want to do, find this torch, alright, and then just follow this all the way to the staircase here. Through here is a boss fight. Now this is also going to get our first transformation, something we'll cover a lot later. This guy is really aggressive, so first off he'll start with a run towards you, just want to dodge towards him.
Another monkey, eh?
Alright, so 1, 2. Little combo. There we go. Go in for an attack. I'm going to freeze him when he's like this. This is more of a use of the immobilization where I'm aggressive. And then it will be a third final stomp and a fourth one. There we go. The spinning attack is probably the easiest to get away from. That boomerang thing really gets me. Alright, staying aggressive and dodging this guy's attacks is the best one. Alright, there will be 2 of these flash sort of movements. Oh my god, dude, stop. 3 and a 4th. With a delayed hit. Alright, not too bad. Dude is extremely quick, but that is really his only thing in his favor. Alright, you want to pick up this? Cool, so we got red tires. This is a transformation spell. Transforms us into him, pretty much. I use it for majority of the game. It's always my go-to, because you build up a meter by attacking things. You dodge and hit a directional button and you'll do a super move. It's great. Okay. There are 3 of these bells throughout the chapter. Alright, chapter 1's very short, but there are 3 of these. Ringing 3 of these will give us a secret area. Very cool boss fight. Once you kill the secret boss, it'll get rid of the baby so you can no longer fight that baby in the field. We're going to take that on next episode. It's not a worry.
You just had to make some noise, did you? Now everyone knows you're here. When the chance
Right, cool thing. So if you see to the left hand side on our gourd how it's half full, if you come up to one of these wisps and grab it, it should give us an extra thing in our gourd. Ah, I didn't realize though, it's not upgraded, so it won't just yet. Maybe next episode. But for 95% of the game, our gourd is upgraded. Alright, so it will eventually start giving us healing back, which is great. From here, there's not much else to do, so what we can do is go back to the shrine. I'll level up, finish up the episode, and then next episode we're going to be taking out the Wandering Wight, I think it's called, so the giant baby thing. Alright, and just to finish off the episode, we will quickly level up. So, another point into Smash Stance. Go this way here. Okay, opened up a whole new level. Damage reduction while charging, always a good thing. Alright, need another 5 points in here, which is great because we can just add them to these things. Anyways, I hope that I didn't throw too much information at everyone. If you're already played this and you're like, dude, just shut up about tutorials, that's fine. Probably after next episode, maybe the episode after that, that'll calm down a bit. Thank you all for watching. Hit that like button, subscribe to the page. I'll see you here next time for more Black Myth Wukong.